Welcome back. And before we went to the break, remember we were discussing about why marriages are failing. And before we went on a break, Sostina said something about God said, go to the earth, procreate, and fill the world. That is where another problem is coming in, Sostines. We are procreating, we are filling the world, but these children, it's like they come in and they come to destroy our marriages. Because you find men complaining a lot when their women or when their woman gives birth because of their physical changes that we cannot avoid. So see, there are things we can't avoid after we've procreated. Why is it that this becomes a real problem?
Okay, when we talk about procreation, we are talking about two mature people that get together to make a family, children that they can be able to raise and discipline. That's the meaning of what procreation comes. You understand? Then at the end of it all, giving birth is not a mistake. Then it's the responsibility of this particular woman to take care of her body. I have a problem in the society today. You find that a man eats food, he becomes an animal. The body cell becomes an animal than a human being. You understand? A woman gives birth and forgets about her body. She eats too much. So long as she entered into marriage, before she got into marriage, she was taking care of her body.
I find that kind of abusive. Like,
no, I'm not abusing anybody.
When a woman gives birth, there's this pest that is left inside their stomach, and they've been feeding for 2, and now they have to feed for 2. They have to breastfeed. My sister. What do you do?
When my mother gave birth to her last born sister, I saw her. When she gave birth, she used to take the lasso to tie so that to shrink back the stomach. You understand? And this is a secret that women know. But the problem here is that when a woman gives birth, or she has entered marriage, and that one maybe she has gone maybe on the dais and have said for better for worse, and they have accepted that covenants that they always make, the vows that they always make. Now, because I have entered into this particular reunion, I am satisfied. Whatever I wanted, I've gotten. So she forgets about keeping her body. She forgets about keeping her looks, and that is done. Let us not lie on giving birth. I understand sometimes it causes some changes, but there's what we call wisdom that other women have. Why there are some other women still maintain and retain their shapes, but some of them lose their shapes. You as a man, you've eaten until you become like an animal. You don't go to the gym. You don't do some, you understand? To shape up yourself, because you need to be somebody attractive. But if you lose every other thing and you look like that, somehow somebody will lose interest in you. Okay. That's just natural. Just like I say that we men, before we get into the heart of a woman or the knowledge of what this woman is, we are attracted to some things that are physical. So these physical things, you must maintain them. We call them fundamentals in the world.
Fundamental. Okay, Mr. Mgeni, you've been silent for a while. I don't know what you have to say for that.
No, what I have to say is that maybe these couples, because somebody who is already in the world, has been brought into the world, the resources are becoming scarce because maybe the husband is not earning as much. Then the resources have to be divided between mom and the kid. So it looks like there is a constraint of some financial constraints. Okay. That's what I think. Some points that will break the marriage.
Okay, we understand and really respect that you're a Muslim, and from your side of religion, these marriages, what causes them to break? Because you see, for us sometimes there's adultery. You see, as Christians, we're only allowed to have one wife, right? Yeah. And then in Muslim, the story is different.
In Muslim world, we are allowed to marry 4 wives, but under certain conditions. It's not very easy to be polygamous because you have to report to your wife to beg for permission in order for you to marry another wife.
Okay.
Yeah, that's going to be very difficult for you, because a wife to give you permission to marry another wife or another lady, it
not
would be
easy.
so easy.
It's not
To
easy.
convince her that I need a wife, you must state reasons as to why you want to marry another one.
Okay.
So it's not so easy as people think it is. Yeah.
I got you so right when you said there are conditions that leads to someone getting up to 4 wives.
Yeah.
Would you mind sharing some of these conditions?
The conditions, can you fulfill everything to each wife, to each lady you are marrying? One. Can you satisfy them all, every need in bed,
In whatever case.
in whatever case?
2.
Yeah. Those are main reasons.
The main reason.
Reasons.
Oh my God, that is becoming interesting. Woman in the house, what do you have to say about Sostina's issue? Procreation.
Okay, you know, when Israel talked about procreation, when somebody said like you are a pro in something, it's a different meaning. Procreation, like God wanted somebody to create something that I cannot do here, but you can do better.
Yes.
When you say somebody is a pro means a professional.
Yes.
Pro means somebody accountable.
Yes.
A pro means somebody that can do better more than I can do.
True.
And that's what Jesus said. You can do better more than, you can do greater things more than I do.
True.
So procreation is not like a word like is limited to giving birth only. You can create wealth. But from creating children, because currently there's some, like we were sharing initially, there's some many people who are in marriage. They don't have children,
True.
but they are very comfortable compared to those ones who have
Children. Yeah.
They are married that are working without children. Getting. So procreation is it's a wider thing. It's not about it's not about like children only. But whatever I can speak about marriage was made for companionship. You getting? Apart from like procreation, so it was like procreation is that like it's wide. Procreate, you getting pro then create.
Yes.
The way He created things. No, you say that in the beginning God created.
Yes.
So God sent us to create. You want a good house? Create.
Create it.
You want a good government? Create.
Create it.
You want a good marriage? Create.
it.
You want good children? Create. It's about creation and creation and creation. So it's not about like, it's not limited to giving birth. And that's what people don't understand. Like people are just giving birth. You know, like initially our mothers were not even using the pills and whatever, but they are making it.
Yeah.
Like in our family, we were giving. My mother said that he was giving birth after 3 years, after 3 years, after 3 years. It is something that Christians don't understand. If I don't want to give children, it's not a must. I take the pills. You get it? You are the word. You are a product of what say God is enough. I can give birth to 2 and it's enough. You get it?
Yes.
So it's not about giving like children only. You get it?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I love the way she was breaking it, because that's what I wanted to say.
Yes.
To pro and to create. To produce. And after that production is what? Create. Somebody like who? Me. I always define Christianity in this particular way. Christianity is derived from the word character. The character of who? Christ. So when we are procreating, we should produce something that looks exactly like God, for I am who I am. You understand? So when we are producing, we are not talking about children giving birth. They cannot create. We are not talking about people that are not ready, they're not mature to handle issues pertaining marriage, to be into it. Because the reason as to why we are saying lust is not part and parcel of this particular thing, because it wasn't the mind of God. Because when it's lustful, even children are lusting after each other. And they are doing it because we always say it is sweet. And they are going into it because of the sweetness. But they don't know that results that are coming after that. They will have to give birth to a child, but can they really create a child that looks like God?
True.
In the nature of themselves. They were created by a parent with some good morals, good characters, hardworking, self-centered, self-driven people. Able to do some things. But when we talk about lustful, which is, I see it thriving today in the world of today, the nature of man is about lust, pleasure. You understand? It now is going even to our own children because they found that it's pleasureful. They want to enjoy that particular pleasure, the bliss in it. You understand? Then later on, a result is coming. I have always asked, can they really be able to cater for their own children? Or are they going to leave to us parents to take care of their own children, to give them morality, to provide for them, to educate them and whatever? You understand? That's where mess is. When we say that kwamba is about lust or is about pleasure, I have never seen an animal that is always mounted on, by the time it's not ready, it's not fertile. I have worked with cows. The moment this particular cow is on heat is when they find a male. But we human beings, we are always helter-skelter like chicken. Everything can hurry. Anytime you feel like you go and enjoy like you are eating food, and things are coming out. Even we are giving birth to children that we cannot even raise, the number that we cannot raise according to what the resources we have. And we don't even have time for them. And that's where the mistake is. Marriage is so sweet. Marriage is so good. I have seen people that enjoy, and I am enjoying it, and I will enjoy it. Because God can never create something that is bad. Just like she said, that everything that God created is good. So you can also create something that is good with the understanding you have, the knowledge you have, the wisdom you have. The only problem with us today, in the society of today, is that today we meet on social media. Tomorrow we are married. Our parents do not know. Our community does not know. We are living together. The moment we come, we only come visit our mother, then we go. So in case of anything, whom did you consult? Whom did you inquire from? In case there is a problem, who will help you solve it? We think we know much. There is what somebody did and thrived. Whether he's a Christian or not a Christian, you can learn from them. The yesteryears, people used to say that a woman is a community woman, is a community wife. It never said that kwamba, because she's a community wife, no, every man in that particular community will sleep with her or will send her. No. They said, let this woman become a community wife because in case of any fallouts, they will step in to make sure that things are working again.
True.
You understand?
Yes.
The church also should be part and parcel of that. The mosque and the imams should be part and parcel of that. But today we meet in a corner, we agree, we enter the house. Because you entered in darkness, you will always get it, you will always get out in the daylight where people will see, look at you, and it will be very much shameful. You will now know that the mother of the man is there. You want now to call the mother. The mother does not know you as the wife of their son. And she will never like accept you. When you co-join together, did you involve them? Were you there? Were they there? So that's the biggest problem we have in the society today.
I also understand
To add
that.
on that,
Okay.
like I wanted to add on what he said. When you marry for things,
For things.
yes,
Yes.
people marry because of things. I wonder, like somebody who has a PhD, somebody who is working in the county.
Yes.
I have had some friends say, like, I want to marry from a good background. You're getting, because if I don't marry from a good background, like my children might like suffer, or you're getting. So it's a notion that is different. But if you can like you can go before and say like I want a good thing, the way the Bible says, you'll get it. But don't go for your own wisdom. Now the Bible says that the wisdom of this world is so limited.
Yes.
Do not be like conform to the things of the world. Do not be wise according to your own mind. It's not your own creation, your own thing. You're getting. You've not been given power like I want this, I want this. Somebody saying like I don't like short men. Like it's about me.
Tall, dark, and handsome.
Hey, tall, dark, and handsome. So I want the six pack and whatever you're getting.
Yeah.
So you're going there because I want like I'm used to this. Initially I dated somebody like you're getting. So you get like somebody from outside and somebody from the Islamic, a girl or a lady who grew up. We see things differently, and that's what that's why you will find like some marriages are working,
Some
the others
marriages
are not working.
You have something?
I have something, yes. Education is a very fundamental aspect in our life, and education and religion are fighting.
Yes.
Yeah, we used to have children going to madrasa and Christian way. There are these I don't know
Foundation
how you call
class.
foundation class. Nowadays, kids are going to school even on Sundays.
True.
They don't have time to get what is being taught in the madrasa or in those classes. So the breakup in the thinking is there. They are not guided. You come back at home, dad comes very late, mom is a business lady.
Yes.
So how are these kids going to grow up? They are growing up in friends areas and very different backgrounds. That's, I think, is a very big
Just to
problem.
add up what Daddy has said, when you talk about the mind has to be sharpened by knowledge. But we have limited the mind to the knowledge of education alone. But there is wisdom to perform things. I have read in the scriptures that when God was creating the world, he never forgot what we call wisdom. And wisdom is the principal thing. Where can you get this wisdom from? You can get to those elders that you find that their things are working. Marriage is working. You can sit with friends and get something. You can go to church and learn from the religion background, the norms that were set there. Because the mind of somebody is only ruled by the knowledge he has. You can be limited by the knowledge you have. You can go vastly by the knowledge you have. Now, we groom men by knowledge. Give them understanding. Hosea 4:6 says what? My people perish for lack of knowledge and understanding.
My people.
My people. God is calling them my people. You are not perishing because there is no God. You are not perishing because there is no help. But because you have refused to go for that help, that is so much vital. The Bible says, seek him first.
Yes.
Seeking is searching. Seeking is going for it. Who is to go for it? It's not God to bring for you. It is you to go for it. It is not your mother to give it to you. It is you to go for it.
Yes.
If you find that I've got a fault in such kind of an area, go search for it.
Yes.
The Bible speaks of a woman, an old lady who lost a coin. And the Bible says that she removed everything in her own house to search for that particular coin. So if you've seen something is a mess with your life, it means you've lost something. Go search for it yourself. Don't call people. You know what you want. Search. Turn everything helter-skelter until you get that particular thing. And knowledge is just there, free, and it's waiting for you. There's like he said that people should be given time to go to church to get the knowledge of spiritualism about 1, 2, 3 things in life. For us to be whole. You cannot get education alone, because he said that education is a vital instrument. But also education is fighting with what? The religion.
Okay.
Go to the mosque, learn. Go maybe to Bing Riba, I don't know what they call it, the Muslim part of it. Learn. There are set of norms according to how marriage works. Then get it, apply it, let it work. We are being like confounded by the Western life.
Yes.
Whereby you can marry for a short while as a contract, then you break. Where are you leaving this woman to go to? Where are you leaving this man to go to? Today we have got lots of cases of marriage issues. I am suing my husband for child's care. I am suing my husband for my upkeep. My husband used me and dumped me. So I have to sue him for, I'm wasted. You understand? That is bullshit.
But initially it was not there.
It wasn't there. That is bullshit. We will have cases and upon cases each and every day. If at all we don't come back to curb up this particular menace that is eating into our society. The African set of life, they had it, a very sure one, that they knew the husband is the head of the house.
Yes.
And he was responsible over the children discipline and the upkeep and the wife. But nowadays, the man is just all over, looking for other women, all over, moving helter-skelter. That is not right.
I also understand that infidelity also comes in as a factor, where a woman cheats or a man cheats. What do you have to say about that? Sometimes it is derived from lust. Sometimes I don't understand.
Okay, what I can say is if I bargained for this juice and you give me water, it will not go good with me. You getting? I'll not be satisfied. Like I married somebody because I was like, somebody is like in for sex, not in for it. You getting? Somebody is like there's some men who are so clean, and you'll find a woman who doesn't know even how to bath, doesn't even know how to to brush. You getting? You don't smell well, and those things are. Oh, that's why I was saying every foundation it is there in the Bible.
Yes.
If you go to the Islamic, you will find there. You have to smell good. You getting? Nunua marashi. Unaelewa? Let you smell good. Eh?
Or bet well.
Yes. Let your husband dress well. You getting whatever you're saying, like like prostitute outside there. Those are the things wear for your husband in the bedroom. Because there are some things that might not look good for you because you are and maybe you are too spiritual. Let me say, you are too spiritual, but be spiritual. Like let it be limited. There's some. The Bible says that there's some wisdom people know from outside. A prostitute can take your husband, not because you are stupid or you don't know how to pray. But there's a wisdom that person has,
That you
and
don't
you don't
have.
know. And the way Israel was saying, you did not search. Because when you go to the Songs of Solomon, it is there. When Ruth was smelling well, those small things. I want good food. The bedroom should be clean. I don't want noise. You get it? A man will tell you like, sitaki kelele. And ako pale na watoto wako pale, watoto wako wachafu. You getting? The sitting room is dirty. Even like you are entering the house, but you are pissed off.
Let me add you something small.
Okay.
The Songs of Solomon says like this, that I went to the house of a prostitute. I found that the bed was well laid. Flowers, with some good fragrance. The house was neat. A man is attracted to neat things. I told you that a man is a physical being. You understand? He looks at things and gets attracted. You can continue.
I don't like this. You getting? I don't like. I was sharing with somebody and someone maybe siwezi kiss, and it is in the Bible. What about if you get somebody who wants to practice it? If he doesn't practice it in the house, hata could be your pastor.
Someone was telling me kuokoka sio kuboeka.
Yes.
Yes.
You getting all these things, all the training and the laws and the rules pertaining to marriage. It might not work for every marriage, yes, but maybe I'm not for the kiss. But if my man likes it, I'll go for it. You get it?
Mr. Mgeni.
Yeah.
Naona una smile tu hapo pole pole.
Na smile kuna vitu vinanigusagusa kidogo. Kuna mafunzo. Hawa vijana wanafunzwa, siku hizi maanti wanafunza, nyanya wanafunza. Sisi wazazi tunawapa nafasi watoto wetu kufunzwa na maanti na lack of staying near the elders to get some knowledge about marriage and how to handle things is lacking nowadays. Kuna washenga, I don't know how to call it in English. There's those middlemen who used to go to another family to discuss about marriage and
To train them.
To train them. Those are lacking nowadays. We don't have it. Can we go back a little bit to find some good things from our ancestors? Pick good things from previously and
Blend it.
blend it with what we have today. I think marriage is
kuongeza tu kitu kidogo. When we want to talk about satisfaction, and we agree with it 100% that marriage is all about satisfaction. True or false? And we should know that men are in sizes.
What do you
When
mean men
When
are
we
in
say
sizes?
men are in sizes, we are talking about the genitals.
Okay.
So what about those people that are not well loaded? will they really survive in marriages? Will it really work? That's the reason as to why I said God said it's for procreation, siring and taking care. The instrument was placed there just to release the seed for procreating. Because when we talk about that, it's about pleasure and enjoyment. If I don't enjoy my wife today, I will go and get enjoyment outside. That's the reason as to why today we have got a lot of mpango wa candles. Are we communicating?
Yeah.
Because we have brought in the issue of what? Pleasure. And we know that ladies always say that it is only pleasureful when it is like a cucumber. When it's like an eggplant. So we need to ask ourselves, me I always ask, if animals have never complained, yet we know about them.
How do you know that they don't complain?
They have never complained. We've never had that. And like something like that. And science says that we human beings are like animals. And at the same time I've said, men are in sizes. So if at all God was taking the mind that it is for satisfaction and pleasure, then he could have made all men with equal size, or could have allocated this man should fit in this particular padlock. This key should go in this particular padlock. Are we communicating? But now, because that was not in the mind of God, you find that they are of different sizes, but we still have to live together as husband and wife. It's only that a woman should know when to let in the man. When she is ready, she should play her game very well. I have known women as women that should submit, and they should know how to charm the man. To charm the man is to entice the man, to make sure that the man is on her toes, to play around with him, you understand? To make this man feel comfortable, feel a man, feel a lion, and later on everything will work out.
Okay.
But if you do not have the skills of charming a man, it becomes a problem. Because if we talk about pleasure, then I will tell you, there are so many men that will never have that particular pleasure, or the women that will not have that particular pleasure, they will still be looking for it.
Okay.
Which means that this woman will be shared with somebody outside, or this man will share himself with somebody outside to get the pleasure.
True.
That is it.
Okay. Maybe when we're finalizing, there is this aspect that we haven't talked about. Sometimes, okay, you find this woman, they have the, what you've just said, they have the skills, okay? And then there is women empowerment. There is the factor of balancing career and marriage. You find someone who is skillful, they have their own career, but you men still, it's like a troublesome marriage battle. You understand? How does that affect marriages?
I will just say like this, a woman should know her position.
Whether financially stable or not.
She should know her position. This is marriage you're talking about. You're not talking about professionalism. When you're talking about marriage, it's marriage. It's about children. It's about the well-being of the man and the well-being of yourself.
But you see, sometimes for women, careers demand more of us.
Then when you have played your role very well, you understand? I don't think if there'll be frictions in that particular union. But the problem only erupts when, you know, money is power. True or false?
True.
Work is also power. Are we communicating? And I've got a very wide voice, a very big voice. And you find that if your work will enter your mind, it will take you out of your position.
Okay.
We are told in the African way that before you allow your man to go out, make sure there is no milk in the agwata, in Luo term. Agwata means the gourd.
Yes.
Make sure there is no milk left there. If I go outside without that milk, do I have the strength to look for outside there? Do I have the strength to work outside there? I have gone without the milk. And just like my sister was telling us, that men are always active in the course of the morning hours. And it's very true. You will ask the men, they will tell you around Masatisa like this, the machine wants to shoot.
We call it morning glory.
The morning glory thing. If you make sure that this man goes out when the agwata is out of milk, I don't think if this man will be troublesome. If you make sure that you tend to this particular man, his clothes are okay, and you're the one serving, don't leave the responsibility to your daughter or the brother or the maid. You understand? Because this man never married the son, never married the daughter, never married the maid, he married you. You understand? It is you to take your responsibilities. Then go to that particular work. You will go to that particular work at peace. When you know that you've already prepared food for your husband and the clothes are okay, he'll never be troublesome.
We have someone here who is, you're a mom, you're a married woman, and you're a career woman. Let's hear from you.
Okay, you have to balance yourself. They were saying initially marriage is a covenant. Covenant is somebody you come in with agreement with. You don't agree with yourself only. And that's why marriage is not working. Like in Kenya mostly, you get like, it's about career. I was like sharing with somebody initially saying like, if you want to get married, you want to settle down, there's some things you will like leave. If it's a job, you have to leave it. You're getting, depending with whoever you are marrying. Yeah? There's something you lay down, like Jesus laid down his life for us. There's some career you lay down. Because like, let me give an example. Nairobi and Bungoma, two different places. You get a wife in Nairobi, they're always busy, and most of the children are taken care of by maids. What are you raising? Your husband's food is in the microwave. You get everything. You are like from the house, like 6 in the morning, you are off the house. And maybe 9 or 9:30 you're coming in. What will you have to offer in that marriage? What will you offer? Nothing. You are coming in, you are tired. Even if a man wanted to touch you, will you agree? Your children are there. Children are like, they don't have a space with you. A man wants the wife. I want somebody who can like, another nice stories. You getting? Because somebody say like, men are like children. You getting? You want to talk, but here I am tired. It has been a busy day. My boss was hard on me. You getting? But I'm just entering the house. Your husband wants sex, which you cannot give in. The next thing a man will be doing in the office, that secretary.
It's true.
Will supply.
Yeah. Mr. Mgeni, maybe let's get your final remarks about this conversation.
You said about career ladies.
Yes.
I'll dwell on this just a little bit. For a career lady, you are earning. And you have a saying that your money is yours.
Yes.
Your husband's money is
ours.
Both of you and your husband.
Yes.
When will that come to an end? When will it come to an end? That saying.
Okay.
Because your money is yours, and you are earning more than what I am earning.
Okay. So you're not pay kiburi.
Yes.
Okay.
Then, will that marriage last? With that trend, will it last? No.
I want to give a bottom line. I'm talking to the government. The government should be able to regulate our working times and strictly work on it.
Sometimes it's not about the government. Some people have their own private
I
companies.
want you to allow me,
Okay.
please. Why do I say so? When this particular thing is worked out, because we know that family is the government itself, is a nation itself.
Okay.
When the mother and the father is at home, children are well groomed. And a good child in the family is a good citizen in the country. And when we deny them opportunities to be groomed, to be procreated, then it means something else is being created with somebody else. Because when you are not there, the enemy takes in.
Yes.
When Adam was not closer to the Eve, the enemy was close to Eve. Are we communicating?
Yes.
So something will be created. And when we know that if a bad child in a family is a bad citizen, the government will not relent in taking this particular child in. Are we communicating?
Yes.
The next thing I will speak about is about marriage. And I've seen this one happening in the family. That we educated our daughter. We took her to a high profile school. We have made her to be what she is. So it's like the parents of the girl dictate over the salary of the girl.
The girl.
This woman is already married. she should know that she's creating her family and her future. Work with your husband, create that family, the house you really want to create. It will be very difficult for that man to tell you walk out when your investment is part and parcel in that particular house. If the man will try that, the children will defend you. This is our house. You understand? The law will defend you. Their family members will defend you. But when it was man, how does he feel when he built the house soul-heartedly, alone? You understand? If he tells you kanyaga rada, utakanyaga tu. Tunaelewana?
Tunaelewana.
Na hapo hakuna Bwana Yesu asifiwe. Women, they should know time to go back to their houses. They have taken matters of spiritualism, they have given it 100%. They have forgotten about their families. Pray, but not every time you should pray. After prayer, go and apply prayer. As a pastor, pulpit is good, but house is more better than the pulpit. You can create better people in the house as a family than going on the pulpit. Pulpit is meant for the wrecked vehicles. But here, you have got a family that you are creating. Why are pastors having wrecked vehicles in their houses and they are going to create other wrecked vehicles in the church? You cannot mend wrecked vehicles in the church while you have already created wrecked vehicles in the family. Let us go back in the family and create. After that, we can go to the pulpit and preach, but we should also be able to demarcate our times. There's a time the wife just wants you. There's a time the children just wants you as a father, apart from you becoming a pastor. I know God has chosen you for nations, but the nation starts with that particular one child that you have. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
I hope you have understood. God bless you.
Just to finish on,
Yes.
go for what is working for you. Faith without works is dead.
True.
Not everybody is a Muslim, not everybody is a Christian, not everybody is, we have pagans, we have those ones who don't believe. Go for whoever who believe in you. Work with what will go for you.
Work with your match.
Go for what will work for you.
Okay.
Go for what will work for you. Because whatever that is working for my marriage might not
work for me.
It is
Yeah.
true.
True.
Your belief might not be my belief.
True.
Whatever I can do, you might not be capable of doing. Esther prayed for 3 days and everything changed in the house. You might not be a prayerful person, but character can take you there.
Yes.
Go with what is working for you.
But don't go for juju.
Don't go for juju. It won't work.
Because
Okay.
if it works for her, juju, she'll go for it.
But it's at the end of the day, it's what you believe on. Your faith will work for you. Go for what works for you.
Bottom line, go for what works for you. It has been a very educative and nice conversation with Mr. Israel Sostines, Miss Tasha, and Mr. Mgeni over here. So guys, we hope you have enjoyed watching this video, and please don't forget to subscribe, to like, and to comment down there. What do you think about marriages that are failing? What do you think are some of the reasons we might not have exhausted? And next time, whatever topic that you would love us to cover, please mention down there and we will definitely do it. So guys, we will be coming back on our next episode with gender-based violence. It is something that is really, really disturbing our community. It has been nice being with you. I am Sowene, and so with the beautiful setup that we have behind me is from Tuti's Restaurant, Bungoma. They have the best meals. If you want choma, they do Amapiano every Sundays. If you're a fan of Amapiano, come over to Tuti's every Sundays afternoon and you'll definitely enjoy it. They have good juice, good food, and good everything. It has been nice being with you guys. Until next time, peace.